and welcome to the SR Sun Tour live stream here at the Maxivalanche in Alpe d'Huez. My name is Jack Redding of SR Sun Tour One Vision Racing, and tonight I'm going to be joined by the Scott SR Sun Tour Factory Enduro team, including Rebbe Absalon, 5-time winner of the Mega Avalanche, and his teammates. Also going to be joined by Quentin and Quentin Arno, enduro racers, and then finally by Stefan Garlicki, South African professional downhill mountain bike racer. My teammate Dan Slack is out injured, unfortunately, so he's been up on the track today. It's been our first day of practice. He's been having a look, so let's join him on track and see how things were looking on the first day.
Hey guys, so we're here where we left off yesterday, doing the bottom half of the track now. We've just come from the fire road where we finished. Now we're back on some grassy corners, very easy, nice and grippy, but then it goes into a flat bit and looks like something technical up ahead. We'll go out and check it out. So we've just come off them grassy corners. First man-made part of the track, very rough on the way in, very loose. As you can see here, everyone's sliding everywhere. Also on the exit, there's a horrible rocky upslope, very rough. They're having to pedal up it and you're losing all your speed. We'll go and have a look, see what's after it. We've just come off these berms into the awkward rock climb here. Ground's very rough, few rocks in the way where you need to pedal, but also here it's a very off-cambered slab into a gravel corner. Just to make it hard, there's a lovely puddle there for the riders to get wet feet, so you're going to want to be setting up high for that, carry the speed down the next fire road. No overtaking is going to be happening, but it'll be exciting to see loads of riders in this section at one time. We're at the next connecting part after that awkward rock section. This will be a good part for the riders to have a rest, get their breath back, just relax on the bike again. All you have to do here is brake early, set up high, good hold in these corners, good grip. No overtaking again really, but it's just a good part to get them ready for the next bit again. So after them berms, the riders have just had a nice break, cross a good flat section, but you're carrying a lot of speed through it. Now we're into some more berms, but these are a little different, a lot more technical. The hill's steeper, so you're gonna have to brake earlier, concentrate more on the turning point, very loose in the middle. This last one especially because you've got to carry the speed up that next fire road, which is like very steep at the end. So you want to be carrying the speed all the way through and into the next section. The next section has some awkward rock rolls, but we'll see how we get on. The riders have just come off that fire road climb into a nice gravelly downhill again. There's two different line choices, a good bit to overtake. So we've just seen some of the SR Sun Tour boys ride down low. Nice little hop over the inside, very fast. Few boys have been up high and dropped down low, which also works. But there's a high line and then stay high again. Nah, it's good, but it's too slow on the exit for the next bit. Could work for an overtake, but not the right line. So we're looking back up at this line choice part here. Here you can see the super high line with this like off-cambered rock slab. Very rough as well with big holes in. It's good on the way in, but here you've got to drop into a nice gravelly corner. You're just going to wash out and have no speed for the next bit. So the low line is the correct line here. Nice and smooth in. You've already done the corner before you get to this part. Good exit speed. What more can you want? So we've been greeted with some more steep corners here. This one very rocky as well. Almost 5 different lines for this one. Super high rock slab, squares the corner off, so you're going to lose exit speed. Middle, nice and smooth, but it's also going to square the corner off, so you're going to lose speed in the next right. The inside, very awkward, very steep. So here we also have 2 French lines, one right in front of me, also very steep and rough, but you're going to absolutely nail that next right. Another one just to the left, same outcome, but a harder entrance. So it's the thing, do you want to lose speed coming in or gain speed coming out? I'd say speed out for that next bit. So we've just come off them steep technical corners into a nice straight section of track, very rough. Rock roll at the start into a compression where you want to be hopping out over onto this smooth slab. You'll have very good exit speed down the next straight, but where you want to be turning and braking, it's very loose and it's very rough. Like the bikes are bouncing everywhere, not settled at all. Going to be a few crashes there, hopefully none too bad. So we've moved a bit further down the track again. We've found a few more loose corners. This one is especially like standing out. You've got an awkward roller into a corner. Few rocks here, so you're going to have to brake early, not take off here, stay high, get this corner right. There's a few holes forming already. By Sunday they're going to be massive, so you need to be settled, the bike needs to be right. You got to brake early, get this one good for the next bit. Right, so we found a nice deep corner here, very soft, very loose, braking bumps forming already. So you want to brake early, get this good, but also the next one, you've got a horrible drop into a sharp left. Loads of riders are going to be stalling there, lose loads of speed. Or there's a very sneaky inside line across this slab. You have to brake a lot more here, but you're going to carry a lot more exit speed down to the next section, and hopefully there's some room to overtake. We've found another very technical section here with loads of different lines. 2 different lines on the entrance. There's a super low line, missing all the rocks. Set you up nice and high for this next corner, or you go high on the rocks. Big inside here, miss the whole next corner out, carry a lot more speed onto the next straight. These guys are showing us the line. Ew. Yeah, so much quicker than going all the way round. At least 2 or 3 seconds saved right here. So we're now on the exit of the 2 different lines. The inside line in front of me. A few guys have done it now, but not everyone has seen it yet. And it's very rough here, but it's a lot safer coming into the corner. There's a smooth line around the outside, or if you're coming quick, you could probably double into the corner and your exit speed will be twice the speed again. The berm's also good. There's good hold in it, but it's very awkward joining this next corner. Big holes, loads of loose gravel. There's no real braking point. So you're going to lose speed coming in and lose that speed coming out. We've moved a few corners down the track, found another exciting inside line. Very gravelly on the way in, you're going to be sliding on the brakes, big slab, but it opens the next corner up massively. You can carry so much more speed through than this outside line. The outside line's a lot safer with just a double drop into a corner, but the corner's flat. Flat corner with gravel on top, no grip whatsoever. You almost have to stop and get moving again. And then you're going to square the next left-hander off as well. So we're near the end of the track here. We've found a proper purpose-built gap jump. Not a big gap, but a river running through the bottom. Awkward corner into it, off camber, loose gravel. So the riders are coming in very quick for this. Everyone seems to be doing it fine. The boys are out riding now. Let's see how they're getting on.
So thanks, Dan. That was great to see your perspective of the track. I'm joined now by the Scott SR Suntour Factory Enduro team and Remy Absalon. Remy, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
If you can introduce your teammates to everyone watching.
Yeah, so this is Elliot Trabac and Hugo Pigeon. This is the young guns of the team, and they are now very focused on the race, so we all count of them for the race tomorrow.
Yeah, and I guess it works quite well, you guys riding together in practice, helping each other on the lines.
Yeah, it's good to be not alone for practicing, because you are not always not sure about the good line, and it's good to test together and to have the opinion and see the other.
Exactly, and all 3 of you guys race Enduro World Series together as well, is that correct?
Yeah, more now the Elliot and Hugo.
Yeah.
And I manage a bit more the team now, but yeah, they are looking for the first race of the World Series, so they are pretty excited, I guess, here today.
Awesome. So you've won the Mega Avalanche 5 times. Can you give people a rough idea of what you think it takes to go up there and win that race?
It's very good. It's a very long run, and the mass start is something very impressive. The start, and when you are in front of all the riders, it's lots of pressure and lots of fun, and it's a long run, and you are very happy to cross the line first, and after all the things which can happen on this kind of run.
Do you prefer to get a really good start and just be out front, or do you prefer to sit behind someone for a while and then maybe make a move later in the race?
If I could, I prefer the first option, but it's not always easy, and the start wasn't my favorite thing, so I had a lot of time to go back to the front and to fight till the end.
Yeah, awesome. And how does a Maxi Avalanche race differ from the Mega Avalanche?
Mega Avalanche is the longest run you can do. It's 45 minutes here in Alpe d'Huez, the same in Réunion Island Mega Avalanche. And the Maxi Avalanche is something shorter. It's around, depending on the track, it's something around 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, so here for this year we're gonna ride a Maxivalanche with 2 runs.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think 15 minutes run.
Yeah, and it will be an average of your 2 times to find your overall result. Is that correct?
For this year, you mean?
With the 2 runs in finals.
Yeah.
Both count.
Yeah, both count. So you have to be good for
Both times.
both, and maybe if you did something very good for the first one, you can manage a bit your second run. But
Yep.
I think that will be not easy to do
No,
this.
just have to keep going
Yeah.
full charge on both runs. Awesome. Well, we've got some riding footage of you guys up together on the track today, so we can have a look at that and see how you boys got on when you were practicing. So is this something you guys do when you're practicing most of these races? Do you kind of hit these open sections together to really get a feel for what passing each other would be like?
Yeah, this is the start, so it's always good to have a test. You can do it alone, but it's good to see which line is better and yet just to test the good gear and everything. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
How are these snow sections holding up?
that was in the morning. It was still quite fresh and good. So you go sanding
Oh, who's
everything.
that? That's you
This
guys
is-
getting,
yeah.
getting the sand on. Nice.
I think this is the fastest line. It's quite crazy,
Absolutely.
but yeah, let's see how is the snow during the race on Sunday.
And how many snow sections are there up there for us to tackle?
2 main snow sections here at the top, and after you have to ride a bit, and there is another one. This is this one.
Ah, there we go.
But you can skip it, and yeah, there is different lines. It depends of the other guys.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on and joining us. I'm going to watch the rest of your footage and I'll let you go and enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
Awesome.
See you.
So yeah, as you can see here, it's great to see the guys tackling the upper section of the track. And now we're moving into more of the bike park stuff that we've seen Dan walking today. Different line options, but as you can see, these boys are carrying really good speed through the rocks. It's really loose. There's lots of like marbly rocks to deal with. Okay, so thanks to the Scott SS Hunter team for joining me. I'm now going to be joined by Quentin Derbier, who is also an enduro specialist. Quentin, thanks for coming on.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
So you're excited for the race?
Yeah, very exciting, you know, because it's sunny. We have friends everywhere, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
really,
Beautiful
really fun,
conditions.
yeah, to be there. Yeah,
And
really cool.
as I've just been saying with Remy, are you happy it's a shorter race? Do you feel the Maxivalanche shorter time is more something you're suited to, or would you prefer the long?
I
mega track?
prefer the shorter
Yeah.
race track because I'm coming for cross racing,
Yeah.
so I'm used to be very good. I mean, on small races,
Yeah.
small tracks. So yeah, I'm gonna be not too bad, I guess, on the first part of the track, and
Yeah.
then it's gonna be
Then you get
just
tired.
tired and
Yeah.
but still fun. So
I
yeah,
can
it's gonna
relate to that being a downhill. I'll
Yeah.
be good for about 5 minutes and then
Mm.
I'll maybe need a rest.
be- yeah, sure.
So you like the track? How are you getting on up there?
Yeah, it's rocky. It's really rocky. Yeah. So you, even if you're tired, you still have to have good lines because
Yeah.
it's really not easy to keep your bike in good shape and also your body. So it's not easy. I mean,
Yeah.
you can ride it really chilly, but if you go full gas on a race run, it's going to be really difficult to do it 3 times. Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
with the qualifying and the 2 finals runs. Have you done anything special to your bike to help it get through the weekend in terms of setup?
Yeah, I'm going for big tires for sure because it's all about rocks, and
Yep.
I try to have something really plush on the first part of the suspension and then something a bit firm because I need the bike stay the most stable
I
it can.
couldn't
So
agree
yeah,
more. And
yeah.
that's something the SS Hunter technicians are really good
Yeah.
at, giving us a fork that is super plush at the start and then ramps up when we hit
Exactly.
the bigger compression. So we're lucky to have that available to us.
Sure.
Awesome. So as far as I'm aware, we've got some riding footage of you on the track with the boys today. I think
Yeah.
you all had your GoPros on and
Yeah.
you were kind of competing out there in practice, having some fun. So
Yeah.
let's go to that and have a look. We're out riding in practice with you today.
Yeah, we were 4, and basically just here what you are seeing is the starts, big turns, and we tried different lines, so inside, outside, because you never know where people will go
Yeah.
and in what position you will be. So you have to try a bit of everything, and
Yeah.
it was really funny because you can almost
It looks like you guys are
yeah,
having a good time.
yeah, really good time. Everybody's screaming. You know, it's so cool to ride those kind of stuff, and the landscape is just amazing. So we are really lucky to be there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And did you guys decide that on those fire road turns, the inside lines were the best?
I guess yes, because it's really loose on the outside. So, but
Awesome.
then it's going to be all about position. So we don't know.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining me. It's great to
You're
have
welcome.
you on.
Thanks.
Good luck in the race. Part of the track, and there's so many rocks, and bike setup and looking after your bike is very important. Got to get that thing to the finish line. Okay, so I'm now going to be joined by Quentin Arno, who's also an enduro rider. Quentin,
Hey man,
how are you doing?
good, and you?
Yeah, not too bad. Enjoying it here. So, first time in Alpe d'Huez, or have you raced here before?
No, it's currently it's my fifth time
Nice.
here, so start to know the place, and I'm sponsored by the Alpe d'Huez, so I kind of know the place. Like,
So you know the track, so you've got
yeah,
the local
I-
advantage.
kind of,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
Yeah, with a long track like that, do you think there is like a real advantage to being local?
Well, definitely, for sure,
Yeah.
because you know how to react against the ground.
Yeah.
Like you used to ride this kind of trail that is not that usual because it's really dusty. But we have a lot of time to practice. So
Yeah.
and the fact that we all start together with the master, that's moved the cards for everyone.
Exactly, everyone can kind of file in and follow each other. and, yeah.
Exactly.
So are you more of a Maxivalanche guy with a shorter time, or more of a mega, bit fitter? Which do you prefer?
Actually, I've never raced Maxivalanche. I've always
Okay.
done the Megavalanche.
Yep.
And well, I guess I prefer the Megavalanche because you have more times to
Make up
change
for
your
mistakes.
tactics
Yeah.
and to evolve during it.
Yeah.
Like here, it's gonna be really short,
Yeah.
and every mistake will be hard to
Absolutely, yeah.
see.
So I race downhill predominantly. I've done a few enduros, but maybe you can give me a tip here. With being a downhiller, we go out the gate 100% and carry that all the way to the finish. I've never done a mega avalanche or a maxi avalanche. Do you think going 100% is going to leave me in a little bit of trouble?
Yeah,
Think 80%
yeah,
is better? What would
definitely.
you suggest?
Well, this is really hard to find the balance, how to start, how to finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, the start is really important because if you end up behind the wrong guy, you will lose really a lot of time because he will lose the pack which is in front of you.
Okay.
So you need to start as fast as possible to be on the front and
set
to have the most possibility.
Yeah.
And also when you are on front, you can choose the line,
Yeah.
and most of the time people behind you will follow you. So if you choose the wrong line, they have more possibility they follow you. So
Okay.
and so well, I guess it's an advice, but
No, thank you. I've taken something from that for sure. So we've got some footage of you up on the track as well. So let's take a look and see how you got on in practice today. Looks dusty and slippery. Enjoying that?
yeah, it's really dusty, and well, I guess you deal with it. It's not my favorite part type of ground, but I prefer when it's muddy. But
Okay.
here it's not that muddy. But I like this part. Really rocky, really rough, and a lot of line. So like this inside line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely one good part. Really demanding for the arms. I hope my arms will not die, but
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess tomorrow will be fine.
And the track has a real split with the upper part being kind of more downhill focused and then lots of pedaling at the bottom.
Yeah.
Will you go full gas on the pedaling, or maybe?
Because now the pedaling is on the bottom,
Yeah.
I guess you should stick with riders that are going really fast, and at the end go as fast as possible, like
Perfect.
done everything on the bottom.
Well, thank you for joining me. Good
Thanks.
luck in the race. Hope you have a good weekend.
See you.
See you. So as you can see here, as he just said, the track is just really dry and really loose. These berm corners towards the bottom are kind of separated by a pedal. So you do all the rocky, steep stuff and then have to deal with the sprinting at the end. Okay, so that's the Enduro guys on the show, and we're now going to be joined by Stefan Garlicki, all the way from South Africa, who's a professional downhill World Cup racer. Stefan, come and join me. So how are you doing?
Yeah, right, thanks. And you?
Yeah, not too bad. What's brought you to Alpe d'Huez?
Riding, really, testing, and I'm actually here mainly to do as much testing as I can. I've only just recently got into Essa Santo, so just yeah, trying to get in bike time, and now I've got access to the technicians here, and really helping me to get a good setup.
Yeah, so you're new to the brand and you're using this as a little bit of a testing camp to get yourself
exactly.
used to the suspension.
Exactly.
And you've decided not to race. Talk us through I mean, you didn't even know there was a race, I think, but you've decided not to race. Talk us through the thinking behind that.
Yeah, so actually I only found out about the race yesterday, or the day I arrived, and
yeah, that's not very fair, is it? They could have given you a heads
up. Yeah, to be fair, I would love to just get more time on the downhill bike, which is why I decided not to race this weekend.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I could just put in more laps and use the time here while I've got the guys on hand to make changes that I want to, because obviously when I'm back home it's a bit more difficult. So yeah. I would love to race as well, but you know, I think at the moment my priority is the downhill bike, and I've also I had a couple of big injuries over the last couple of years, so been off for quite a while and haven't had a lot of time on the bike. So yeah, I'm going to try and get as many laps in as I can.
Sounds good, yeah. And we've got some riding footage of you up on the track today doing that testing. So while we talk about how you're getting on with the suspension setup, let's have a look at that riding footage and see how you were doing. So it's the Rux fork you're using. What kind of things have you been working on with the fork?
Yeah, we've changed the rebound a bit. I like to run my suspension quite fast, I think. Well, for me it feels normal, but maybe for some other guys it's a little bit faster. And I really like it to be really supple off the top. And yeah, the guys have really helped me a lot to, I mean, just in one day we've made a lot of progress. So I'm looking forward to what we can do over the next day or two. But it's been tricky here because the ground is so loose and rocky. As you can see here, it's just rocks everywhere. Yeah. And fair play to everyone riding enduro bikes down there, because to be honest, I'm pretty comfy on the downhill bike down most of it.
I finished my practice on the enduro bike today, and I took my Common Sense Supreme for a spin, and it was like riding a magic carpet. And yeah, just so much fun.
I think when I rode down the first bit, I thought this is I would be happy to race a downhill bike until I saw that big pedal at the bottom, and I was like, okay, maybe this is why you want an enduro bike.
But you are enjoying a coffee. Well, thanks for joining me. I hope your testing goes well, and I'll obviously see you at the downhill races in a few weeks.
Sounds good.
Nice one, bro.
Thanks. Cheers, guys.
Okay, so that was great having everybody come and join. We've seen the track with Dan, and we've had a chat with the enduro guys who are going to be racing, and it's going to be a great weekend. So we're going to be keeping these live streams going, and we'll have one more tomorrow after qualifying. So please tune in again. That will be on at 7 p.m. France time, 6 p.m. UK time if you're watching there. And yeah, we'll see how everybody gets on in the qualifying and show you some more stuff. Peace.